Have you ever wondered if the most brilliant minds, the true experts in their fields, ever doubt themselves? What if I told you that the higher someone climbs the ladder of knowledge, the more likely they are to feel like an imposter? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? A 2018 study from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology uncovered a truly surprising fact. A staggering 75% of Nobel laureates reported feeling like frauds in their fields, despite their monumental accolades. Think about that for a moment. People who have literally changed the world, questioning their own worth. Researchers at Harvard conducted an expert underestimation experiment with surgeons on a complex procedure. They found that these highly skilled individuals consistently scored themselves 30% lower in self-assessment compared to novices. This wasn't modesty. It was a hyper-awareness of every edge case, every minute detail. A 2022 meta-analysis on what we call the imposter syndrome further illuminated this, revealing that 82% of high achievers in STEM and academia experience chronic self-doubt, even after years of undeniable success. Could it be that the pinnacle of knowledge often comes with a profound sense of inadequacy? We're just scratching the surface of this fascinating paradox. But why does expertise seem to breed doubt rather than eliminate it? What makes the more you know, the less you know a profound truth for those at the top? A groundbreaking 2021 neuroscience study offered a glimpse into the expert's brain. It showed that experts' brains activate the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACC, a region strongly linked to uncertainty, a remarkable 50% more than novices when solving problems. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's a marker of deeper, more nuanced processing. This leads us to what's known as the paradox of competence. Experts in complex fields like medicine or law are 3 times more likely to question their own decisions than novices. Their expansive knowledge base allows them to see the multitude of variables and potential pitfalls that a beginner simply cannot perceive. This heightened awareness, while crucial for precision, often fuels self-doubt. In fact, a 2020 economics paper even found that highly qualified professionals earn 15% less than peers who tend to overestimate their skills, often because imposter syndrome limits their risk-taking. Isn't it fascinating how the very act of gaining deep understanding can expose the vastness of what remains unknown, creating this intricate dance of knowledge and hesitation? How do true experts navigate this landscape of self-doubt? How do they transform what could be a paralyzing feeling into a powerful catalyst for innovation? Consider the remarkable story of Dr. Jennifer Doudna, Nobel Prize-winning geneticist and co-creator of CRISPR gene editing technology. Despite her revolutionary contributions, Dr. Doudna openly discusses her constant fear of failure. Yet she credits her extraordinary growth and resilience to embracing uncertainty as a daily practice. She didn't fight the doubt, she integrated it. Then there's the humility hacker, a Silicon Valley engineer who, instead of letting imposter syndrome derail him, turned it into a unique strength. He created a failure journal, meticulously documenting every misstep, every moment of self-doubt, and critically, how each led to a new insight or an accelerated innovation. Imagine transforming your perceived weaknesses into your greatest strengths. These stories aren't just anecdotes, they are powerful blueprints for how you too can reframe your internal struggles and leverage them for unprecedented growth. But wait, there is more, and we'll explore actionable strategies next. Now let's move beyond understanding and into action. How can you begin to rewire your brain and transform self-doubt into a powerful ally? These aren't just theoretical ideas, they are tools for you. First, try the 3-minute self-inventory. Take a moment to list 3 things you genuinely feel you've mastered, no matter how small. Then, list 3 things you are still actively learning. Frame them consciously as, I know X, but I don't know Y. This simple act acknowledges both your competence and your ongoing growth, creating a balanced perspective. Next, engage in the expert's mirror. Record a 2-minute video of yourself explaining a skill you possess to an imaginary novice. Watch it back. Where did you hesitate? Where did you admit gaps in your knowledge? Recognizing these moments not as failures, but as signs of honest self-assessment builds genuine self-trust. Finally, implement the red flag routine. Every time you feel that familiar pang of doubt, pause and ask yourself, is this a sign of growth or merely a fear of failure? Write down your answer. This practice helps you differentiate between constructive self-reflection and unproductive anxiety. Ready to start putting these into practice today? But now, let us look at this from a completely different angle, venturing beyond psychology to understand the pervasive nature of self-doubt. The phenomenon isn't confined to our minds. It has deep roots in neuroscience, economics, and even evolution. From a neurological standpoint, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, responsible for self-awareness and executive functions, becomes overactive in experts. This creates a kind of cognitive burden of doubt, where the brain is constantly processing and re-evaluating, driving that heightened uncertainty. In the realm of economics, this translates into Nietzschean uncertainty theory, explaining why experts in finance often shy away from high-risk investments. They don't just assess known risks, they understand that there are fundamental unknowns that are unknowable. This deep appreciation for uncertainty prevents rash decisions. Perhaps most fascinating is the evolutionary angle. Self-doubt may actually be an adaptive trait. Imagine an ancient hunter who doubts their aim. This healthy skepticism could prevent recklessness, leading to more careful planning and ultimately better survival chances. Could something so seemingly counterproductive actually be a hidden advantage, a built-in mechanism for caution and continuous improvement? What you are about to learn will surprise you even more.